Hello everybody, it's Reality here again, and we're on a computer. So, the other day I put up a video asking about my upload schedule, how you guys wanted it. Now, I read my comments, and someone posted a comment that I found interesting. So, I'm a life form known as Manuel, or however you want to say your name. The beginning, it's talking about the question I asked, but if we go towards the end, where is it? Also, just a recommendation. It would be cool if you made videos talking about upcoming new figures that you plan to buy or like. Give us your opinion on them, etc. Well, Manuel, I don't know how you say your name. There's so many different pronunciations. That got the old gears and brain rolling. The hamster got fed. And I thought of something I could do that might turn into an actual series. It could be weekly, it could be monthly, it could be whenever the hell I feel like doing it, or it could not even happen. We'll see. But yeah, welcome to Let's Browse. So what I'm going to do in this series is basically go to some figure sites like AmiAmi, browse their pre-order sections. And I'm going to pick out some figures, as I do, and give you my opinions on them. Just so you know, in case I do click on something, it's not guaranteed that I'm going to buy it. It's not guaranteed that I'm not going to buy it. This is an expensive hobby. This is going to be very dangerous for my wallet. But hey, what else can I do besides not do this? But, so anyways, before I even go to a site and start browsing, the question may come up, well, how do you find out about these new figures? Well, I found the best place for me to actually find these new figures, or news about them, is good old MFC. And luckily, I have it set as my homepage. So MFC is myfigurecollection.net. And we can close my bookmarks for now. And this is an excellent resource for browsing figures, getting news, there's news on releases, seeing pictures, all that good stuff. What I like to do, let me go ahead and switch this over to safe for work mode, just in case there's some boobies pictured. I'll go to the pictures, and I do this pretty much every day, a couple times a day actually, and I just browse through the pictures and see if there's any ones that I like. A lot of times, new figures that are like being prototyped or being developed still will have some teaser pictures released, and that's the first information I get about them. And then if I like them, I'll click on them. Maybe I'll add them to a list or whatever. There's a bunch of other sites on the internet like Nekomagic, Moyo. There's just lots of sites where you can get news depending on what type of figures you're interested in. Another thing you can do is what we're going to do today is just go to a store and browse. But so when I find a figure, like I said, I'll usually click on it. If I like it, I'll add it to a list. So I've got 4 lists. There's only like 3 main ones. This wish it was a scale. There are a couple garage kits of Neptune and Blackheart that look pretty awesome, but they're garage kits and I would suck at them. So we'll just skip that. So I've got the considering. That is basically, I'm going to buy this. I may not, but it's almost guaranteed I'll buy something if it makes it into the list. There is UL floating around. I've got an interested in from One Fest. So One Fest is, if you don't know, it's a big figure show where a lot of announcements are made. And yeah, I just got an email. Let's see. Oh, no, it's not an email. It's a weather warning. I'm inside. It's a weekend. I don't care. But yeah, in I think February and August, I think, don't quote me on that, they have an event. And a lot of times, a lot of figures will get added to that list. And then, this is my main one. Nice to think about. It's ones that I've seen that I kind of like. They caught my eye. But I don't know if I'm going to buy them or not. Like I said, it's to think about. So most of the times they'll get into this list first. And if we just click on that, as you can see right now, Olivia's getting a re-release. There's Aerie, which it's Love Live Lives me. So we've got Lancer. I like the way she looks, but there's been issues with her head coming off, and she's pretty dang expensive, so I'm still going back and forth on her. Like I said, I like her, but I don't know if she's going to be worth the hassle. And then there's a bunch of them. So this one, Felicia von Burke, I'm really considering. We'll look at her today, and I may even buy her today, along with Yukishiro Fuyuka. They're kind of a set, and I'm really considering them. I should move them to the considering list. Actually, let's go ahead and do that. So we'll open them up in new tabs, and we'll go ahead and close this tab. So this is a figure page. This is for Felicia, and I'm going to switch her from nice to think about to considering, because I am really considering her. And then I'm also going to go to here. Oh, not safe for work, because she's showing her butt. And I'll put her into considering also, because, like I said, I'm really considering her. So you got the information about the figure, some information about the community, like who's ordered her, who's put her on a wish list. I don't use the wish list because to me that's more for, hey, I like this figure. You should buy it for me and give it to me. That's what a wish list is to me. And that's not my thing. You've got some, you've got some related clubs. If it's out, sometimes there'll be a related article, which is like the blog entries about them, and some lists that people have her in. And then you've got all the comments that people have posted. And you've got the pictures. A lot of times I'll just switch it straight to 8 rows so I can get as many pictures as I can because I hate clicking next, next, next. And she's safe enough. I mean, it's this picture here that's basically not safe for work. But yeah. So that's like an MFC page. And like I said, you go to pictures, you browse through them, you see what you like. You can also go to the figures database and see ones that have been added recently. Or you can go to a calendar and you can see what figures are supposed to be coming out this month or next month or whatever month you decide to pick. If they have a specific release date set, it'll be in the calendar. If it's just the month, because you're not sure if they're actually going to be released or not yet, you would go to the NA. There's 210 that may come out this month still, which the month is almost over. It's the 28th. Monday's I think Monday or Tuesday's the last day of the month. So yay. But yeah, that's like MFC. Just as a little sneak peek. So there's my collection. But if we go to ordered, these figures are going to be coming home eventually. See if you can guess who just got shipped out today. So, now that we've done the MSC thing, and we talked a little bit of how to find out some information, let's do what this video is actually supposed to be about. Let's browse. So, I've got some shortcuts already for AmiAmi. What I've done is I've edited the URL so it shows 200 results per page. Because like I said, I just hate clicking next, next, next. I'd rather scroll through a really long page than click next, next, next. So we'll go to the pre-orders. Eventually, I may do like in-stock sale or pre-owns on these videos if I continue this. If not, then I won't. I'm also... Man, we'll get to that later. But anyways, so we're on AmiAmi's pre-order list. So let's browse. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to browse like I normally do. Hopefully it's not boring. I'm going to try to remember to talk, but I suck at talking. And I'm going to click on some figures that catch my eye. I'm going to also try to click on some that I don't necessarily like. Obviously, there's 503 items here. I can't click on them all. If I missed one that you are really interested in my opinion, leave a comment, tell me which one it is, and maybe next time I'll look at it. So we'll go ahead and start at the top, of course. And I just open them in new tabs. I don't need that MC tab open. And there's another one I'm interested in. There's a nice one. We'll look at Miku. Nendroids, I'm not into Nendroids, so I'm not really going to click on them unless you want me to. And I'm also not into like Figmas. Now I may not notice it's a Figma or not, so I may click on something. And usually MSC is pretty safe for work. They've got sensors, the nudity censored and stuff. But yeah, sometimes they do have boobies, they have butts, so yay. And I'm interested in the shoujo figures as well. I'm not into the male figures. So yeah, I'm just looking at the shoujo figures, which is the pretty ladies. And I mean, this is really how I browse. I just scroll through them and click on the ones that I like. I'm going to try to click on the ones I have ordered too, so that you can see them. That's a Figma. And what I do is I look at the picture. I don't really look at the names or the prices because I'm just looking for something that catches my eye. Something that I might be interested in. And like I said, this may take a while because there's 200 items on a page, there's 500 items. And since this is the very first video, I'll probably look at more of them than I normally would because I'll try to remember which ones I've looked at and not do repeats, if I can. So yay, we're on the second page now. And I mean, I'm not really saying what I'm clicking on, I'm just clicking on it, opening it up in a new tab. Yeah, we'll click on her, even though it's got the bonus and I didn't order the one with the bonus intent. Yeah, I know. I'm so exciting here. There's one. And there's one. That one. I think I clicked on one with the bonus attached to it as well already. And like I said, I can't click on everything, but if you're interested in it, and I've skipped over it, our taste may not be exactly the same, or maybe I just missed a figure that is pretty awesome. So let me know, and if I do these again, I'll go back and try to make a list of all the ones that have been shown up in the comments to go look at. Look at those. And now we're getting to the third page. So I've gone through this earlier today, just practicing. And I have noticed AmiAmi's been messing with their websites a little bit, and they have screwed some things up. So you're going to see some figures on this pre-order list that have been released a long time ago. So it is what it is. As you browse and look at these, at least for me, I tend to have a decent enough memory that I'll remember ones that I've seen before. You may not, but yay. So Lucy is one that I just clicked on that has that issue. So, okay, we've strolled through all the pre-owned. So we're going to head close that tab and start looking at these. So this one is from Oshiete Galko-chan. It's Galko. I liked the anime. It was, you know, short episodes. It was interesting. Kind of dirty. Now, Galko, even though she has a super sexy body, she's kind of, you know, I don't want to say prude, but she's very inexperienced. Now, this figure, it's not my thing. It just doesn't really look that great to me. I think they made her chubby for the sake of making her chubby. I mean, she is a little big bone, but not like this figure is. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and move on. Okay, So this one, I really like her face. This is Eigen Yosei Renge, which is a fairy that Tony illustrated. And as you can see, this one comes with a bonus item of the original illustration. Like I said, I like her face. Let's go ahead and look at all of her pictures. So there is the one thing that I don't like, and that's this section right here. I've never liked the super high cut outfit. To me, it looks like shit. The rest of her, I really do like. If she had on a skirt, I'd add her to my cart right now and buy her. But that right there is making me say no. Plus, she is 15,000 yen, so roughly $150. And it doesn't look good from the back either, in my opinion. Just my opinion. But like I said, the rest of her is gorgeous, and I would buy her if it wasn't for this. Now, you may be thinking, well, why don't you just buy her and just ignore that one little thing? They're expensive, and I need to start cutting back. I really do, even though I can't. So, yeah, we'll just scroll through her real quick, and then we'll go ahead and close this. So now we've got Anchovy from Girls and Mauser, and she's eating some spaghetti. Now, Anchovy, a lot of people like her, but she really played such a minor role in the anime. Now, in the movie, she did have a bigger role, and she is pretty awesome. But, you know, she's not really my thing either, so we're going to head and skip her. So now we have Snow Miku. This is a new one by Good Smile, of course. And, yeah, I mean, it's Miku. I like Miku, I do. But this one, she's kind of too scrunched up for me, and the ribbons are like covering her face and stuff. It's really kind of throwing me off to it. So she's not one of my top Miku, so let's go ahead and skip her. Okay, so here's Idol Master Girl, Yuki Himikawa, and she's being manufactured by Kotobukiya. So, first impressions, just looking at her, she's cute. I like the pose. She's pretty cool. I like her outfit. It's really cute. But like I said, I've seen pictures of her. So let's go ahead and see all the pictures. Don't really know her. But one of the things that we can see in this picture right now that kind of really throws me off. I know how it is in my head, but my eyes see something different. This yellow ribbon right here, the way it attaches to her leg, I know it's the main support, but it looks kind of like she's an amputee, and that's one of her fake legs. And just the angle, the proportions seem off. I know she's got full legs and everything, and that she's jumping in this happy girl, but that's what I see when I look at that picture. And then we look at her from the back, and we see she has white spats on. And to me, it just kind of throws me off. So we're going to go ahead and close it. Okay. So now we've got Dark Angel Olivia, who is being re-released again. So she's one of the ones that really catches everyone's eyes. She's very impressive. And I like her. I really do. I don't know if I'm going to buy her or not. There's also an issue she has where she leans or comes off of her stand completely. She's supposed to be permanently attached, but with the weight and she's supposed to be glued or screwed onto the base, I believe, but I think it's just the piece that she's standing on that's screwed on. And she's just glued to that and comes off of it and breaks off. So I'm considering it. She's on my nice to think about list. Kotobukiya did just create an account on MSC, so hopefully they will be seeing that and will correct the issue when they release her. Okay, so now we have Arnis from Yoro no Naikuni. So this one is from New Vision Toys, which I love my Aizu Akamatsu figure, but some of their recent releases have really not impressed me. And she's like $123. So the pose is pretty cool. And I like the, clear plastic for her swords and stuff. It doesn't look so good on her hair, I think. And if we can bring up some pictures, maybe we can see a close-up on her face. And not really. So let's go to this one, just zoom it in. It's all pixelated, but it doesn't necessarily look that great. I mean, yes, it's pixelated, but something just seems a little off. So she's on my nice to think about list. Probably not going to pick her up, and if I do, I'm not going to pre-order her. So we'll go ahead and close it. Okay, so now we have Yui Kodagawa from To Love Group, and she's in a yukata. I love the way Yui looks normally, but yeah, this one, no. Nope, just no. So here's another fairy by Tony. This one, I believe, is supposed to be part of the set with Daisy, Annabelle, and Frisia. But she's more like a technology type fairy. Honestly, she's a Hatsune Miku ripoff, in my opinion. And, she's nice, but she's not even on my list, and probably not going to get her. I do kind of like Daisy, but the other two have not really been my favorites. So here's one from Ruby, Ruby Rose. I don't know anything about Ruby. Her face caught my attention, but the outfit, it's kind of, it's nice. It's got some good details and the bright red cape and everything, but it kind of just doesn't do it for me. We'll move on. So, here's Mica Jogasaki. She will be coming home soon. And by soon, I mean hopefully April. I have ordered this one because I've seen the artwork that she's based off of, and it's one of my favorite pictures. I love this pose. I love the way she looks in her bikini. I am concerned that it's by Wave, because my Hoki from Wave didn't turn out the greatest. She's not horrible, but not the greatest. So I'm hoping they do Mica justice, because I've decided, when I first found out about Mica, it was actually through her figure from Fat Company, and I honestly thought she was going to be like an antagonist in the show, but she turned out to be pretty damn awesome, and I really liked her. So I've been wanting a Mica figure, but not that one from Fat. Then this one came up, and I'm like, yeah, I'll get her. So yeah, she's going to be coming home. And now we've got a re-release of Horo. Spell it Holo all you want. I replaced the L with an R. That's how it should be, Horo. Horo is awesome. This figure, I don't think it's awesome. Doesn't really look like her. It may look like her from the original artwork and stuff, but from the anime, which is what I know Spice and Wolf through, not really. So we'll just skip it. Neppy Nepp. Yep, you better damn well believe she's coming home in August. Or later, because it's altered. But yeah, I love me some Neppy Nepp, this outfit especially. So yeah, she's coming home. I actually ordered her like a minute after she was put up for release. I was F5ing the page and refreshing it constantly. And yeah, I mean, she's expensive, like $168. But hey, it's Neppy Nepp. Jabril. Let's see, June? Yeah, hopefully she'll be here in June, but it's Fat Company, so yeah, probably is going to be delayed. I hope not, because Jabril is awesome and I ordered her. So yeah. I honestly don't like the little Shiro. I wish they didn't include it. I wish they would make a No Game No Life figure that did not have Shiro at all. Because, I mean, Shiro's kind of nice, but she's annoying at the same time. Now, Jabril, I had said if they ever release a figure of her, I'm getting it, and I'm getting it. Okay, so now we've got Mikan Yuki from To Love Ru. I think Mikan is one of the better looking girls from To Love Ru. This figure is not one of the better looking figures of her. Her face looks wrong, and the outfit that she's in looks wrong. Ignoring the fact that, she's the little sister and, is, I think, either elementary school or middle school. She shouldn't be wearing that. And it just doesn't look good. I don't like the way the back looks. I don't like the way her belly hangs out and stuff. So we'll just go ahead and skip it. I've never really been a fan of this line from To Love Ru. So now we've got Mike, which is me, or probably Mike Ranjanu Nora. She looks quite squeezable, and I like her. She's nice. Probably not going to order her, though. It's just one of those things where, do I spend the money on her or another figure? And she's just not quite hitting those points that I need to buy her. But she does have nice fluffy ears. And she's got a nice face, a little pudgy. Nice armpit, nice booty, and cattail. And since I've said some praises, let's just scroll through some pictures of her. So yeah, there's pictures and the booty, and the boobies, and the armpit and booty and crotch. Yeah, I mean, she looks good. I'll give her that, but probably not going to get her. So here's Hibiki, Tachibana Hibiki. Oh, pre-orders are closed already. So I've been considering Hibiki because I loved the Symphogear anime. It wasn't the greatest, but it was still decent enough that I really liked it. And they keep making figures of the girls not in their like awesome uniforms and power suits or whatever, Symphogears. But they've started doing that, but it's been mainly not so good companies. This one is coming from Hobby Stock, and it looks like it's going to be really good. But at basically $190, it's just so expensive. I couldn't really justify buying it. I'm considering it, but couldn't really justify it. And she's going to be a space hog in that pose. So she's nice. She's on my list of maybes, but I got to think about her. Now, at the same time, here's Tsubasa from Symphogear. And I really like Tsubasa's, the way she looks in the anime. This figure does not look so good. It doesn't really do her justice. Basically, like her legs look like twigs, really extremely long and thin. And her face looks very crappy. So I wish they had done a better job on her. So I'm going to be skipping this one. Just because it looks nice, kind of, but no. So here's Elfet Valentine from Guilty Gear. So she catches my eye. She really does. Let's go ahead and bring up some pictures. I think I've got her clicked on later as well, just without the bonus. So, like I said, she's nice. She catches my eye. But, I don't know, just like the outfit, it's too flat, like, and fake looking. Like, it looks like it's a plastic shell, not actual, like, cloth. There's, like, no ripples in it or anything. It kind of just throws you off. I mean, her face is beautiful. Her bust is beautiful. She's got the really giant ears on top of her head. And, I mean, she's unique. She definitely would be a centerpiece, but I don't know. Probably not going to get her. And pre-orders are closed anyways, $145 or so. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and move on. So, now we've got Castor from Fate X or CCC. This one's from Broccoli. She's like $128 or so. So I've already got a couple Castor figures, and I've got another one coming soon, and another one coming a little bit later. I've also got the Fat Company Castor, where she's in the same outfit. It's good, but it's not my favorite. So I think this one will turn out better. I think Broccoli's a good company, but I don't know if I want another Castor in the same outfit. And it's not my favorite outfit of hers. So I'll think about it. I've got until April unless pre-orders sell out. I'm doubting they're going to, but you never know. You may see this Castor coming home, or you may not. So now we've got Kotori Takigawa. And she was on my list for a long time, mainly before she was painted, because of her booty. But she just, it didn't turn out good in my opinion. It doesn't look good. So I'm not going to be getting this one. So yeah, we'll move on. So now we've got Misaki, Tobisawa Misaki from Ao no Kanata 4 Rhythm. I like Misaki. She's an awesome character, except for when she does her forced drama shit in the show. Other than that, she's pretty awesome. I'm probably not going to get this figure. Like I said, I like Misaki. It's not a horrible figure. It looks like it's done very well, but I don't really like that outfit that she has on. I mean, it looks good, but it's not my thing, really. So, probably not going to get her. So, now we've got Harna. Remove this little bonus item, and she will be coming home in March, hopefully. Alphamax. I don't know what Alphamax's delays are like. So, hopefully she'll be coming home. Pretty sure I clicked on her later, so I'm just going to go ahead and close this tab for now. Alyssa Ilonichi Amiela version GE2. So this is a re-release. I own her original release. And it's pretty good, but not the greatest, really. But it's pretty good. It's one of my higher viewed videos. I'm not going to get another one, but they have supposedly fixed some of the issues in this re-release. So normally re-releases are like exact copies of the original release, but sometimes they will actually go and fix things. And one of the complaints was her face was wrong. It was like not the same as the prototype. The colors were a little bit off, so they said that they fixed all that. We'll see if that actually happened. Like I said, I already own the original one, so I'm not going to buy another one. So now we've got Utaha, who is Best Girl in Saikano. If you are on Team Megami, you are wrong. If you are on Team Eriri, you are wrong. It is Team Utaha. Unfortunately, Utaha is in an ugly bunny outfit. Not the biggest fan of this style of bunny outfit, so no, we're going to skip her. Plus, with her being a 1/4 scale, she would not fit in my shelves, for sure. It's the reason I'm skipping. Well, the main reason I'm skipping her is I don't really like the figure. But I skipped Hoki because she was too tall and also didn't like the bunny girl. So now we've got Tanashima Papua from Working. I love Papua. And I own Alter's version of her. This one is by QuestQ. Probably not going to get it, though. QuestQ has definitely improved. They have some real nice figures that I own already. But, I mean, I've already got a Popular, and, yeah. It's a nice pose. Nice hair. And it's kind of weird how she's jumping on the ice cream melon soda. But, yeah, I mean, it's a nice figure. I like it, but not enough to buy it. So now we have Jita from Grand Blue Fantasy, and all I can say to this is, where the fuck is my UL fat? Jita was announced and released after UL was announced, after UL was painted, and there's still been no news on UL. So Jita, no. I don't even know her. So now we've got Elfette again. I already talked about her. Like I said, I clicked on the one that had the bonus. This one does not have the bonus. So we'll just go ahead and close this. So here is, what's her name? Felicia von Flamberg. And yeah, I'm adding her to my cart. I am still thinking about her. I'm not necessarily going to buy this, but most likely she will be coming home. I really wish she was wearing a skirt. That's my only real complaint right now, is I wish she was wearing a skirt. Of course, when we look at all the pictures, we'll see why. So I like her hair out, the way her hair is like translucent at the ends, and I like the outfit and the face and the pose and everything. I really like it. And then as we scroll down, there's her from a slightly different angle. And now we can start to see her butt. It's a very nice ass and a very nice back. Not the biggest fan of it, though. I mean, of course, it's going to be in the back, so you're not going to always see it. And I do have, etchier figures, so she'll fit nicely in my collection, I think. But I think she would look better with the skirt. I really do. I do like the translucent sleeves and the ruffle. Yeah, she's in my cart. We'll see if she stays there. So now we've got Megami. Like I said, Utaha, best girl. But Megami's pretty good too. Probably not going to get this figure though. I haven't really gotten into those Saikano figures. They just haven't done it for me. Doesn't feel like they're... I know them from the anime, and they give off a certain feel in there. And all the figures that have come out for them have been more lewd. Not that the anime is not lewd at all, but it just them stripping basically, and hasn't done it for me. Kato Megami at least isn't stripping, but it just doesn't do it for me. Okay, so Kyoko is getting re-released. I didn't buy her the first time. Not going to buy her this time. She's a nice figure and all, but Danganronpa, it didn't strike me as that good of a show. I know people would murder me for that opinion, but yeah, it just didn't strike me as that good of a show. She's pretty cool in the show and everything, and she looks cool here, but it's not for me. So yeah, we'll go ahead and skip it. So now, and people are going to want to murder me for this too, but Marika, best girl. She's better than Chitoge, she's better than Onodera, but she gets the shaft, but she's best girl. This is not best figure of best girl. I'm not going to get this one. I wish they had done a slightly better job on her. It just the face is a little off, and the outfit it doesn't look as good as it could be. Now, of course, these are just the prototypes. Once they come out, all bets are off. But yeah, I mean, best girl, not the best figure. So yeah, we're going to skip it. So now we're back to Haruna. And like I said, I have ordered this one. I don't know anything about Chunitham. I have tried to watch a couple of videos on the game. And it's a unique concept, but not my thing. But Haruna, just her outfit and the way she looks, it just struck me that I have to have her. So I bought her. Yeah. Let's look at some of the pictures. Hopefully she comes out in March. So yeah. She's standing on a base that kind of is reminiscent of the arcade game that you play. You like tap the things, and it's like kind of like Dance Dance Revolution, but more like Guitar Hero kind of. But it also, you have to lift your hands up too sometimes to catch the sensors in the air. And she is drawn by Kurihito Misaki, who did, oh, what's her name that I just got? Oh, yeah, Sakura Hina. And a bunch of other figures that I really like, but they tend to be on the ecchi side and, the naked side. Harna doesn't look like she's going to be a cast-off, which is cool, but she just looks awesome. So yeah, I ordered this one. Now we've got another Galco. Like I said, Galco, I like the show, and Galco is pretty cool in it, but the figure just doesn't do it for me. A lot of people were instant fans of the figure, and they instantly bought it, but it just doesn't do it for me. Not to say it's not bad. It looks pretty good. Like, all the lines look clean and everything. The shading looks good, but yeah, just not for me. Okay, so now we've got Fairy Farusharia from Million Arthur. So this one definitely caught my eye, and pre-orders are closed. But yeah, she looks pretty awesome. She also looks like she's going to take up a lot of space. And the face kind of looks a little off in this picture. Let's see if we can get a better picture of it. Yeah, I mean, the scenery around her looks pretty damn awesome, and would definitely be a centerpiece. She looks like she's going to turn out good, but just never really quite made me hit the order button. Yeah, there's a better picture of her face. Maybe if she had a slightly different expression. We'll see how it turns out in the aftermarket, but I'm probably not going to pick it up. So yeah, we're going to ahead and close this. So now we've got Stardust from Vocaloid 4, manufactured by MyEthos. So MyEthos is from Hong Kong, and Vocaloid 4 is from China. So Stardust is not allowed on MSC. So if you go there looking for her, you're not going to really find anything on her. There is a MyEthos club, and you might be able to find some information there, but nothing like the normal figures. So Stardust caught my eye enough that I actually bought her. So we'll see how she turns out. She looks pretty cool, and she's going to take up a lot of space with that base and everything, but it looks cool. And MyEthos' figures have really been impressive lately, so hopefully they turn out good. And hopefully she's not delayed too much. So now we've got another bunny, another Alyssa Ilinichina Amiella from God Eater. And nope, not for me. She's in that ridiculous bunny outfit. And honestly, I really think these bunny figures are kind of cop-outs, because a lot of times they're in very similar poses, and they look so similar, just slightly different paint. Like, she's red, the other one we looked at was purple. They swap a head out and put on like one or two accessories, and boom, you got a new bunny figure. And yeah, this one just really, no, not for me. Okay, so now we've got Erza. So this is to match the Lucy that I got earlier this year, or last year. And I really love that Lucy. But I love the white one, not the black one. Erza is coming out in black and white. And I just clicked on the black one. They're very similar. Excuse me. But I don't like her face. And I don't like the pose. I'm not going to pick up this Erza. It looks, she's got a nice chest, nice rack and everything, but like I said, that face just says no. So I'm going to skip it. So this one is pretty unique. Fukusei no Byakuya Frontier. Let's go ahead and bring up some pictures. She has a very, very detailed base. Core plate. I've never heard of core plate before. It's a new company, I'm guessing. But, I mean, look at that base. It's like all sweets and jewelry and stuff. It really looks amazing, and she herself doesn't look that bad. So it really, really catches my eye. I think it would fit pretty nicely with my Ice Cream Asmodeus, except Asmodeus is, you know, naked. This one is definitely not naked, but it's going to be a space hog, that is for sure. And it's like $164 or so. So, it's nice. Probably not going to get it. But I think a lot of people will be. And I think it's going to turn out pretty nicely. But, like I said, I've never heard of this company, so who knows what their end product's going to look like. So now we've got Miho Kunagisa, and she catches my eye, but it's another one of those where, you know, going back and forth. I kind of like it, but at the same time, I don't. I don't like how the bikini top is a little bit see-through. It's not one of my. I mean, I'm a guy, so it's surprising, but I'm not the biggest fan of like see-through clothing. I don't know. It just strikes me that they're trying to be a slut. That's just kind of how it strikes me. I'm not saying that if you wear that type of clothing you're a slut, but that's kind of what it strikes me as. The pink hair really catches your eye, and it looks like it's going to be really sculpted very well. But yeah, not for me. So we'll go ahead and close that. So here is Mauser Kar98k. So the face picture really caught my eye. That's why I clicked on her. But now that it's open and I'm looking at her, yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool, but it's too much black, and the white hair and white sleeves. It just kind of looks like monochrome, and yeah, I don't know her, so yeah, probably not gonna get her, not add her to a list. She's cool looking. I'll definitely give her that. But yeah, not for me. So now we've got Lanka, who's getting re-released. I really like Lanka, but this figure, it doesn't strike me as a must-buy. And like her face is off, it's not that great. I don't like her stockings and the way it feels like just kind of like glass, like her legs are glass. It doesn't really strike me as that good. And I don't like that flame effect. It's just, I wish they had done a different pose of her. What I really want is a scale figure of Lanka in her bikini. I love the way that looks on her, and I hope they do that in the future. Castor. So I've got Castor. I've got this figure, and if you watch my last collection tour, I said that she's my favorite figure in my collection, and that's true. So much so that I'm getting another one. So yeah, here's Felicia I was talking about, and she came out back in May. I don't know why AmiAmi still had her listed as a pre-order, because she's not a pre-order. So yay. Just opened her up because she was there, and so I could talk about. I think they're messing with their sites and their algorithms and stuff. So hopefully they fix their problems and get only actually pre-orders on the pre-order page. So we'll see. So throughout this whole thing, I added one to the cart. And she is also kind of part of a set. But if you'll notice, the other one wasn't on AmiAmi. Well, it turns out that other one is an exclusive. So AmiAmi typically does not get exclusives. There's a couple sites that you can go to buy, if you want to buy them. The one that I trust more because I've had a little bit better experience with them. I know a lot of people have complained about them and have had bad experiences, but if we go to Big in Japan, somehow they're able to get exclusive figures. So you can click on the new products and start scrolling through them. A lot of them will be the same ones we already looked at. Now if we go to the next page, there she is. So this is Yukishiro Fuyuka, who is the other part of the set from that Felicia. If we bring these up, you can see, once again, I really wish she was wearing a skirt. I really do. But everything else about her is eye-catching. And she's got a pretty nice butt. I don't like the way her underwear necessarily looks, but it really, she's got a nice look to her. And she, like I said, it's part of a set. And I've been thinking about these two all day, and I decided if I get one, I'm going to get both of them. So, I closed AmiAmi already. Let's bring that back up in another tab and look at the cart. So, Felicia, come on, is 9,250 yen. The quick estimation is $92 or so, but when I put it through Google's price conversion today, it came out to about $80, which is a very good price. But if we go over to here and look at Fuyuka, she is 13,990 yen, which came out to be about $121. Not as good of a price. Now, she is by AmiAmi, or no, not AmiAmi, Hobby Japan. I expect that she's actually going to turn out better because this one is by Kotobukiya. They must be splitting the license for this franchise because they're like each doing one of the girls, and there's been another set that they each did one of them. So they definitely have the same style and everything. They're based off the same artwork, but different companies. Kotobukiya, they're decent. So they have some really nice figures that I have in my collection, but they're not. They have always had some slight issues somewhere. These ones, like my Haruna, was perfect. So I'm guessing she's going to turn out better. I hope they'll look good together. And when you add them together, it's like $200, which is about $100 each, which is, it's an okay price. So with exclusives on Big in Japan, you will have to pay when you order. So I'm going to just add her to my cart. Because, like I said, I really think I'm going to be ordering these two. I still have to think about it a little bit more. One of the things that really sucks is Felicia is supposed to come out in March. But Fuyuka is supposed to come out in October or November. Kotobukiya has pretty much always comes out on time. The Hobby Japan, at least Haruna, she came out at the very end of her window, so like at the end of November. So I'm guessing this one will be end of November as well. So it sucks that they're being released so far apart. But yeah, I'll think about these girls a little bit more. Probably am going to buy them. So yeah, anyways, that's been a long episode of Let's Browse. So if there were figures that you wanted to see that I didn't cover, leave a comment to tell me which ones you want to see. And I think this series would definitely benefit from user interaction. So I'm kind of trying to think of a couple ways to do it that to more involve the community. No definite plans yet, so I'm going to think a little bit more. And like I said, I think this could possibly become a regular series, like a weekly thing, maybe a monthly thing, or it could be a one-off thing or whatever I feel like it thing. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. It's a little bit different than just an unboxing. I'm out. Bye bye.